Port Vale remain on top in Sky Bet League 2 as they win over the weekend, with Doncaster still in second, but Walsall climbing up to third, so we have a new third place position here. It's time to look at the results over the weekend and make our next round of predictions for midweek matches, which will be Matchday 13. Let's get stuck into it. That and more coming next. That's right, folks. Welcome back to another Matchday prediction video. This time, of course, we start with League 2. But yeah, let's get stuck into it. Let's have a look at the League 2 results then this weekend. Chesterfield beat Newport County by 3-0. A very good performance away from home by Chesterfield, and I did have them down to win the game, but it is one of those. I had them down to win the game, so I think it was obviously a game that was, as you can see from the scoreline, very, very one-sided. But I only went for a 1-0 victory in this one, but they still won the game, so I got the who won right, but not the scoreline. But Swindon won, Doncaster Rovers 2, so Doncaster continuing their winning form. Port Vale 3-1 winners over Fleetwood Town. Again, winning all the time. Notts County winning against Wimbledon 1-0. MK Dons won. Morecambe won, MK Dons 3. Grimsby won, Walsall 4. Crewe 1-1 with Salford. Colchester 1, Cheltenham 2. Carlisle 1-1 with Harrogate Town. Bromley 1, Tranmere Rovers 2. Bradford City 2, Gillingham 1. And Accrington Stanley 1, Barrow 0. So let's have a look at the league table in a bit more depth now before we make our predictions for these Tuesday evening matches coming up. So as I said, Port Vale, Doncaster and Walsall remain in the automatic places. Currently in the playoffs at the moment, Notts County, Bradford and Gillingham and Barrow. But as you can see from the table, guys, if you look at it really, from 15th to 7th, it's only a 4-point gap. So it is very tight still at the moment. Still no team getting away from the situation. Down at the bottom though, Morecambe and Carlisle remain in the bottom 2. Bromley getting very close for comfort towards that relegation zone on 10 points, so a few points adrift, but only a few points. But yeah, again, tight down at the bottom 2. 3 points separating 20th to 24th. So, in fact, no, I lie. 4 points. I can't do my maths. So yeah, very tight. And that is the League 2 table as it stands. Obviously, like I say, mid-table teams at the moment. Fleetwood, MK Dons, Harrogate, kind of in that mid-table area. But yeah. So let's get stuck into the predictions then, guys. So first up, AFC Wimbledon will be taking on Morecambe at home. Both teams have lost their last games at the weekend. Wimbledon are in 11th place at the moment with 16 points. Morecambe, as I said just now, at the bottom with 7 points. Although I think for me, Wimbledon are at home, so I do think that gives them an advantage. And I just think Morecambe are just all the off-field issues that they face in the moment. is a big distraction. It really is affecting them, as you can imagine, with the ownership situation there, the mess that they find themselves in at the moment. I think Wimbledon will win this game. I just think they have got more quality. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory for the hosts. Next up then, Barrow taking on Notts County at home. Barrow lost to Accrington over the weekend, whereas Notts County beat Wimbledon. Barrow is 7th place at the moment with 19 points, so doing very well so far. The start of the season has been very good. I don't think anybody expect them to start as well as they have done. Notts County up in 4th with 22 points. This is going to be a really good game. It's going to be a tight game as well, I reckon. But I've just edged Notts County here to win by 2-1. I know Barrow are at home, but I don't know. When I looked at this game, I just had a funny feeling that Notts County will just get the better of them. But it isn't going to be. It's going to be a very tight game, as the scoreline suggests from my point of view. Cheltenham at home to Bradford City. Next match. Both sides won their matches over the weekend. Cheltenham are now up to 17th in the league, 13 points to their name so far. Bradford have moved up to 5th, 21 points. Look, it's going to be an interesting game. Obviously, Cheltenham are at home in this one, but obviously Bradford will be looking to try and continue. Well, both teams are looking to try and continue to win after their last set of results. But for me, I think Bradford are going to win this one. I really do. I think they're going to win by 2-1. It's going to be another tie game, but Cheltenham, I don't know. Cheltenham are very unpredictable at the moment, and I just think Bradford will just have the upper hand just in this one. Next up then, Chesterfield are at home taking on Colchester United. Chesterfield won their last game, whereas Colchester lost. Chesterfield are now up to 8th, 18 points after that recent victory, whereas Colchester dropped to 20th place after their recent loss. 11 points on the board for them. For me, I'm going to go with the home side here. Chesterfield have had a brilliant start to the season. I do think they're a good side, got some good players in there. I just think they have too much quality for Colchester, who, they're just kind of hit and miss at the moment. I know that, they're just hit and miss at the moment. So for me, Chesterfield are going to win this game by 3-1. Next up then, Doncaster Rovers at home taking on Bromley. Doncaster won their last game, whereas Bromley lost. Doncaster in 2nd place with 23 points after that recent victory, just 1 point behind the leaders Port Vale. Bromley in 22nd with 10 points after that recent loss they had. For me, I just can't see anything other than Doncaster win here. I'm going to go for an emphatic 4-0 victory for Rovers. I just think, they'll have far too much for Bromley, who, away from home, they are awful. And to be honest with you, they're awful home and away, to be honest with you. But I think most of their points have come at home. So, I'm going to go for a Rovers win. Next up then, Fleetwood at home, taking on Crewe Alexandra. Fleetwood lost their last game and currently find themselves in 12th place with 16 points. Crewe drew their last game and they're in 9th place with 18 points. So look, very close, isn't it, between the two sides. But for me, I know Fleetwood are the home side, but I think Crewe are going to win this game by 1-0. I just have a funny feeling. Both sides, it could be either side that win the game, but I'm just gone towards Crewe. Next up, Gillingham at home taking on Newport County. Both sides lost last time out. Gillingham are in 6th place with 19 points at the moment, and so still in the playoff places just on goal difference. Newport 15th with 15 points. I think Gillingham are going to win this game by 2-0. Harrogate Town at home taking on league leaders Port Vale. Harrogate drew their last game and are in 14th place with 15 points. Port Vale won their last game to make it 3 wins on the bounce as they lead the way in League 2 on 24 points. For me, I think it's going to be a tight game because despite Port Vale being at the top, I think they've had a lot of wins by just a 1-goal margin if you look at it so far, and I think Harrogate will make it difficult for them, but I think Port Vale will win this game by 1-0. MK Dons up next then, taking on Accrington Stanley. Both sides won last time out. MK Dons in 13th with 15 points. Accrington 19th place with 12 points. I think MK Dons, for me, will win this game by 2 goals. When they are the home side, Accrington Stanley away from home, again, not so good. So yeah, for me, I just can't see anything other than MK Dons win here. Salford City up next, taking on Swindon Town. Salford drew last time out and found themselves in 18th place with 13 points. Swindon though lost 2-1 last time out and found themselves in 21st place with 11 points. So yeah, both sides down towards the bottom end of the table. Few points separating them. For me, I'm going to just edge Salford to win this game by 2-1. I just think that they will just about have enough. But like I said, wouldn't surprise if it ended in a draw. The penultimate match is Tranmere taking on Grimsby Town. Tranmere won last time out and currently find themselves in 16th place with 14 points. Whereas Grimsby lost 4-1. But still find themselves in 10th place with 18 points to their name. So again, 4 points in it at the moment. I think this one's a tricky one to call. I just can't separate these two sides. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Now the final match in this Matchday 13 sees Walsall taking on Carlisle United. Walsall won 4-1 last time out and found themselves in 3rd place now after that victory on 22 points. Only 2 points off the leaders Vale. Carlisle drew 1-1 last time out and are really struggling to find any wins as they find themselves in 23rd place with 8 points. Yeah, look, for me, I think it's going to be another emphatic win for Walsall. I can't see Carlisle doing much in this game at all. They're really struggling. I'm going to go for a 3-0 victory for the Saddlers. But look guys, that is it. That is your Matchday 13 predictions. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Make sure you do drop a like if you can. Subscribe to the channel and let me know your predictions in full down in the comments section below. But guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you very, very soon.